Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my first Valentine's Day makeup look. I wanted to do something kind of soft, pretty and pink, but at the same time very vibrant. So this is a look that I came up with. I used a lot of P. Louise products in today's video. So if you guys are interested in any P. Louise products and you are going to shop on the website, you can use my discount code, which is beat at curly 10. That would give you 10% off while shopping on the P. Louise website. So the first product I used was the P. Louise Rumour base in the shade number 4, and I used that to carve out my brows as well as to place all over my lid as an eyeshadow base. The eyeshadow palette that I use is the P. Louise Secret Tunnels eyeshadow palette, and I'm first starting with the shade Hooked, which is a deep burgundy cranberry type of shade, and I'm just going to be packing this into my crease. The next shade I went in with is called Powder, which is an orange shade, just an orange matte shade. I'm going to be applying this above the first shade that I applied. Next I applied this yellow matte shade, which is called Climax, above the orange shade, and I'm really packing this a lot in the inner parts of my eyebrows to kind of conceal that light concealer line from the eyeshadow base that I applied there. So I'm just packing this on top and blending it out, ensuring that it blends well with the orange shade below. And then I'm just going back in with the orange and then the burgundy shade that I used previously. Now, just to add a little depth to my eyeshadow, I applied the shade Love Shy into my crease. And now for my lid, I use the P. Louise Acid Rain paint in the shade Raver as an eyeshadow base. And this is the perfect base for pigments because it does dry down matte, but it doesn't dry down like too matte too quickly, so it still leaves a bit of stickiness for you to apply pigments. And the pigment that I used is also from P. Louise. This is their loose pigment in the shade A Sprinkle of Passion. Now I'm just doing my liquid eyeliner using the Sephora eyeliner in the shade Black. Moving on to my face, I'm starting by using the Milk Cloud Glow primer. This is a nice primer. It leaves like a slightly tacky feeling, kind of like how the Hydro Grip primer leaves, but this one is very slight, like minimal grip. Now for my foundation, I use the Estee Lauder foundation in the shade Rich Cocoa and Anastasia Luminous Foundation in the shade 510W. So I just mix those two together and apply this to my face. Now moving on to applying my cream blush. These are from the P. Louise Chic of It line. I use the shade Juicy Jam. and then I use the shade Strawberry Sunrise on top of that.
Shorty said he busted my brain like a migraine. Your game, my game, your loss, my pain. Slow down the way you go down. You know now me they run the whole town. King of the city cause I wear that gold crown. So give it up for bad man, better than bad man. I didn't impress these dogs and kill this cat.
I'm using this Eligo Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze to highlight my face. And I'm just using this below my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and also in the center of my forehead. Next, to contour my face, I used a liquid foundation, a darker foundation, and I just applied that in the usual areas that I apply my contour product, and I'm just blending it out. Also went ahead and blend out my concealer because it was sitting for a few minutes, and after blending that out, I'm now going in with another concealer. This is the Anastasia Magic Touch concealer in the shade number 21, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this under my eyes, and I'm contouring my nose using that same liquid foundation as my concealer sets.
You never see her coming. She Yami,
After blending out my concealer, I'm going to now move on to setting. I'm starting by setting my highlighted areas using the Sephora Microsmooth pressed powder in the shade Tan. So I'm just using this to set my under eye area. This is a pretty light powder, so I'm not using this like on my nose or my forehead. This is just for my under eye area. Now for my loose powder, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in the shade Kunafa, and I'm applying this to my under eyes. I'm also applying this down the bridge of my nose and in the center of my forehead. I set the rest of my face using the Sasha Cosmetics Pro Powder in the shade Perfect Spice. And now I'm moving on to my bronzer. This is the Juvia's Place Bronzer Duo palette in the shade Deep Dark. I usually use dark, but today I decided to use a deeper shade, which is the lighter shade in the Deep Dark Duo. So I use this to bronze my cheeks as well as my nose, contour my nose. And now moving on to my blush. This is the Colored Rain Highlight and Blush Duo in the shade Damage Control. I'm using the blush, and then I'm also going to be using the highlight Caution to highlight my nose as well as my cheeks. Here I'm just blending away all of that leftover loose powder that I had under my eyes, and now I'm going to move on to completing my eyes, starting by lining my waterline using the Milk Longwear Infinity eyeliner. And now I use the shades that I used above my eyes earlier, which was the deep kind of burgundy shade, as well as the orange, just to blend out my lower lash line. And now I'm applying my mascara. The two mascaras I use are the Milk Kush mascara and the Smashbox full exposure mascara.
This one will be private show. You don't know. Vicky's bad man, point instrumental, giving them one time. It's okay. Bad man, take you.
To highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I use this matte white shade from the P. Louise Runaway 2022 eyeshadow palette. And now to add a little pop to my lower lash line, I'm using this liquid eyeliner, this liquid glitter eyeliner from Juvia's Place, but it does kind of transfer a bit, especially when I use it on my lower lash line. So I applied a little bit of clear eyelash glue, and then I went over that with the liquid glitter eyeliner. Now to complete my makeup, I wanted to do like a nice purple and pink ombre lip. So I'm starting my line in my lips using the Elegant Precision lip liner in the shade Vamp.
By the end of the night, she be wanting more. By the end of the day, they be wanting more. Busting out the place and they wanted more. My people, them I wanted more. I'm a jar little. I'm a jar little. Say we get to bed, so no delay. By the end of the day, she.
I then went in with the MAC Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Snob in the center of my lips, and I'm just going to be blending this together with the lip liner to create like a nice ombre effect. So the last step for my lips is to apply some lip gloss. I'm starting by outlining the edges where my lip liner is, and then I'm going to be filling in the center. The lip gloss that I used is from the Juvia's Place Yami collection. So this is my first Valentine's Day makeup look completed. I really hope that you guys like this. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below, share, subscribe, and when you subscribe, please turn on your post notifications so you won't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.